Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Mindfulness Month, Day 9. And today we're going to be talking about how all your problems are not right now, basically. Um, so all negative feelings, all the negative feelings we have come from either too much future or too much past, right? So we've got regret and remorse and resentment and you know these all those kinds of like thinking about the past and why it didn't work out. That's all negativity associated with too much past and then too much future, fears, anxiety, worries, stuff like that. Um, that's you're too much in your brain about the future. You're not in the now. Um, we always think that things will get better later. Some of us do. Some of us are depressed and like things are never going to get better. So 6 and 1. um, but salvation, like getting better, feeling better can never happen in the future. It can't because, let's hear it, the future doesn't exist. It's just right now. The only time you can do anything is right now. And those are my notes. um, so what we can see then is that time is really time, which is kind of a not a it's a disorder of the mind almost like it's a not disease of the mind, but it's a creation of the mind. Time is completely a dysfunction of the mind, um, and that's where all our problems are from because it's your attachment to the past or future that's making you unhappy. Even if you're like right now, you're like, but my life sucks right now, and the only thing that's keeping me going is the hope of something better. And it's like, well, okay, this is one of the kind of finer points that Eckhart Tolle points out, which is that you're not talking about your life sucking right now. You're talking about your life situation. And until you kind of realize that time is a dysfunction of your brain, of your mind, and you're attached too much to the past and the future and denying now what's going on now and right now and now. Um, that problems are actually interchangeable. Because if like all your problems were gone, let's say whoosh, all your problems are gone. No more money issues, no more family issues, everything gone. You're reset. It wouldn't be long before your mind found more problems. So in that sense, problems are all interchangeable. The cause of your suffering is not your problems. It is the thing that creates the problems, right? And the thing that creates the problems is your mind existing too much in the past, too much in the future. And the only place you can actually be happy, like anything, the only place you can do anything is right now. So if this is hard, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like some sort of expert on this. I do my best, but sometimes no. Something I remember when I was first kind of starting out on this journey and listening to Michael Singer and being like this work is every moment of every day of your whole life. You have to work on being present now, and it was just like, well, maybe I'll just start out with 5 minutes a day. Maybe, I'll do 5 minutes an hour or something like that. But I really didn't want to be present. I really didn't because of the idea. Oh, sorry, that I wasn't enjoying my current life situation. Um, and I was like, well, I can't be happy now because I've got all these problems. But again, the only time you can be happy is now. So I've been kind of on this journey of learning to want to be in the now. And because I'm a big daydreamer, and like I was saying, like the hope of something else is what keeps me going a lot of the time. Like, okay, this can be better. Like, I can have this, I can have that, all in the future. So right now, I have to change to make that my future, which means I have to be in the now, right now. Except that I really want to be in the future, but there's no such thing as future. So that's just that's just a pipe dream, Jen. It's just a pipe dream. Um, so the point is that to be happy, we need to not pay attention to our life situation and pay attention to our life, which again is right now and now and now. We need to be mindful. I hope I'm impressing upon you this week is impressing upon you the importance of the presence. I love alliteration. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, so we have to work on being present. Um, and that's what this month is about. And that's what really any sort of self improvement is about, because the only place you can improve yourself, when is it, guys? When? I'm not even going to answer the question because you know the answer. Um, so, being mindful, how do we do this? And again, we're talking a lot about this month, but you know, feel stuff. Look at what's going on around you. Feel like the fan's blowing. I can feel it against my skin. I can feel my feet on the floor and my skin's a little oily. I can feel that definitely. Um, I can see a bunch of different things. It's windy outside, just paying attention, that starts to get you in the moment. Now, something that I think is interesting is that you can be present, or at least this is in my experience. There's being present in the sense of, okay, I can feel my feet. I can, like, my nose is running. It's not really right now, but for some reason I thought that happens enough that, like, oh, okay, my nose is pointless. Okay. Um, you can be aware of what's going on and be aware of the now, but then there's like living in the now, which I've been able to do like momentarily a few times, like several times in life, but like, and you just, it feels good and you want more of it, but like it just quickly recedes. And I think getting there is a matter of practice. And this is how you practice. You be mindful. Okay, so now I'm going to remind you guys that even if you think you have all these problems, you can always choose to have a grateful right now and now and now too.